Hi, I'm back, everybody. I'm going to attempt to read this one again. We had some issues with the last one. I need to stop it. So, let's just dive right in. X23, Innocence Lost Part 2. Previously, X23. Weapon X, the mutant known as Wolverine, makes his bloody escape from the government facility that remade him, slaughtering scores of scientists and guards, and a single spy. Dale Rice has infiltrated the Weapon X project for a mysterious organization, but as he attempts to escape with a briefcase full of stolen data, blood and tissue samples, he's run through by 3 adamantium claws. Left dead in the Canadian snow, Rice's briefcase is retrieved by his employer and friend, Martin Sutter. Martin tells Dale's young son, Xander, his father was killed in the line of duty. Years later, Sutter and a grown Xander Rice strive to recreate Weapon X for their own purposes, using the stolen samples without success until the arrival of Dr. Sarah Kinney, a world-renowned geneticist specializing in the mutant gene. Using the blood and tissue samples that Dale Rice retrieved from Weapon X, Dr. Kinney attempts to make a clone of Weapon X, but the samples are damaged. After 22 failed attempts at creating an exact clone, she comes to the conclusion that the only way to succeed is to make a slight alteration to the DNA, defying Sutter's direct orders. When the approach proves to be viable, Sutter allows Dr. Kinney to proceed, despite extreme protest from Rice. As revenge for her insubordination, Rice forces Dr. Kinney to act as the surrogate mother of her unsanctioned experiment, the creation of a modified female clone of Wolverine. X23, Innocence Lost, Part 2. 7 years later. I remember everything we did to you. Cluck, cluck. And you deserve to know why we did these things. Wake up. Your training was designed to strip you of humanity. Child? After all, in the eyes of the program, you weren't human. You were a weapon. Come now, time to train. A weapon I willingly conceived for them. Our orders were to keep you from gaining any sense of self. Something they said would compromise our ability to control you. We were never to treat you as a child, only as a weapon. But not everyone followed those orders. I'm grateful for that. Watsi wa sensei desu antu wa Gayaku sen desu wakarumo suka. Hi. I am teacher. You are student. Do you understand? Yes. Yoroshi sa moyocho yato. Good. Now try again. Intelligence and comprehension tests showed her to be off the charts. And physically, given her age, she's testing at peak human condition. Human condition? Mutation generally occurs at puberty. We're attempting to accelerate the process by controlling environmental variables. Her quarters are being kept at high temperatures to stimulate development. We may not be able to lace her bones now, but the claws are another matter. Their growth can be retarded and still be effective. There's no reason to subject her to the bonding process until she's X gene active and fully matured, especially given the fact that her claws will naturally mature faster than the rest of her skeleton. No reason, are you sure? You just don't want to see your little pet go under the knife? Don't be stupid. Well, you've certainly spent a lot of time in her cell lately. Martin, the limited time I'm given with X23 is necessary for development. Your own psychologists have told you that. Ah, an overprotective mother. Xander, that's enough. Sarah, you've made your case. Now please give us some time to think it over. Bye now. Start laying the groundwork for weapons training. We can afford to wait on the bonding process. Why do we keep her involved? X23 is old enough now, and I don't see why. Control. Control the mother, control the child. And if all else fails, Dr. Kinney can be dealt with easily enough. Speaking of control, how's the progress coming on the trigger sense? Better than expected. Mata. Mata. Again. He's just training her. Ha. Anata wa let me see. I'm sorry, I'm butchering all this. Anata wa Jayatatsu ga haya wako desu. I desu totemo I desu. You're learning quickly, child. That is good. Very good. It came through the safe house. She claims she's your sister. Thank you, Kevin. What do you want, Debbie? I'm working. Research. What difference does it make? Look, I have a niece. When did that? Why would she, or why? I have a niece? When did that? Why would she want to do that? This is getting old, Debbie. Don't you dare put this on me. On me. You didn't believe me. Sarah, I was wrong. You cut me out of your life. How many times do I have to say I'm sorry? I'm sorry, Sarah, and Dad's gone, so can't we just... No, we can't. The girl can send... Fine, Megan can send me whatever she wants, but don't call me again. Brooding over his dad getting killed by Logan. Xander? 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 We came back positive. Oh God, Xander, it's yours. What are we gonna do? Tell Martin it's his. The expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. I love this shit. Maybe that's why I like Laura. I don't know. I love Laura. The expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. Such control is evident where defense itself is always offensive. Do not depend on the... Sit up. Now, where were we? My dear father, we are saved, cried the marionette. All we have to do now is get to the shore. Of course, courage, father. In a few moments, we shall be safe. Atano no koto, wo tatemo kawako no masawato. I am very proud of you, child. Why do you interrupt us? X23, come. Tanaka, you know the rules. Yet you continue to disobey my orders. You will not treat X23 as a child. You will not touch X23 again unless it is to strike her down in combat. And if you think you've gotten away with your deceit by whispering to your little Gayakasun in Japan, Antawa Kanzeni Magachuwa no wa Shitaro Dashu. You know that you're dead wrong, is what he said. A dose of 0.5 grays should. He ordered 2 grays, escalated to 5. Sutter wanted to complete your construction. But that wasn't possible while your healing factor was dormant. Animal. Do it. You would never survive this surgery. So Rice was given permission to take whatever steps necessary to activate your X gene. He chose radiation poisoning. What are you doing? Shh. You're ruining the show. No. You nearly died that day. Unfortunately, Rice was right. The radiation worked. Now nothing stood in their way. Dear God, especially me. Absolutely not. Xander has prepared for this his whole life. There is no reason to take him off the surgery. Martin, you don't understand. He's become too emotionally motivated. He's lost it. Sarah, please, let someone else. Let me handle the surgery. Rice can oversee bonding, but please. Out of the question. No one knows Xander better than me. And if anyone has become emotionally invested, Sarah, it's you. Stop. No anesthesia. He's just torturing this little girl. You're joking, right? Dr. Rice, that's inhumane. You can't... Out. Everybody out now. Are you afraid? Do you feel Weapon X? Chink, chink. This is for my father. Zzz. I only later found out what happened. That your claws were extracted, one by one. That he sharpened and then coated them with the indestructible metal adamantium outside of your body. It was never supposed to be like that. So much wasn't. She's fully recovered. Physically. Unbelievable. That would have killed anyone else, and she recovers in less than a day. Her healing factor surpasses the data we have on the original Weapon X. The adamantium must affect it. Once they lace the rest of her skeleton, I imagine hers will follow suit. Exceptional work, son. Thank you, Martin. Now that X23 is combat ready, I'm anxious to see the progress you've made on the trigger scent. I already have a test set for next week. Excellent. And there he is, putting the trigger scent on the master's sword. I should have known what was coming. Not that I could have prevented it. Graduation day, Gayasuku. But I would have tried. Shink. So sorry. She smells it and her eyes turn red. Gayokosu, are you alright? Child. Shink. Sensei. What the hell did you do? Well, I call that a success. And we'll stop there. Like I said, poor X23, poor Laura. I love these fucking stories. I'm not going to say too much. Her books always make me emotional. I love you guys all. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.